Welcome back, everyone. It is Sunday, June 15th in the MLB. Our three favorite picks are on the way. As always, you guys should know it's Austin, joined by Logan. Recapping yesterday, solid 2-in-1 day. Logan losing our only half-unit play. We take that. The DeGrom and Hunter Brown over outs. Parlay, they both came through. Zach Gallen over and earned runs. Great call. We needed them in the seventh inning, but hey, they came eventually. That's all we're asking for. Then we lost our both 1+ first five, little long shot parlay. But great work, Logan. Let's try to dial on in on a Sunday and deliver another winning day for the people. As a reminder, if you are new, do us a favor, go down below, like and subscribe. We would certainly appreciate it. We got 3 picks incoming. They're all going to be in this video. Let's hopefully go 3-0 today and kick off a new week starting on Monday. Later on today, you'll see my NBA Finals video dropping for Game 5, which is tomorrow evening. So stay tuned for that. Probably be live, I don't know, 6, 8 p.m. I don't know. Figure it out. It'll be live later on this evening. But Logan, we're going to lead things off with you. You got another earned runs prop today that's been dialed in. Where are we going today?
Yeah, the pitcher props have been paying for me, so why go away from them? I have one I love today. It's going to be Shane Baz of the Rays, over 2.5 earned runs, plus 105 odds on Bet365 is your best value there. Now, similar to yesterday with Gallen, this is a fade of a pitcher taking his earned runs. And the thing about the thing I love the most about an earned runs market is you saw with Gallen yesterday, they can pitch deep, and then it's just up to the manager to really know when to take them out before the earned run explosion happens, and they didn't take Allen out in time enough to avoid that. So we're fading Baz today. This is a different matchup, but the hit rate is certainly there. He's over this line in 6 of his last 7 starts. Pretty solid evidence for me. I mean, Gallen's hit rate was incredible yesterday. I said that is one of the key reasons I love that pick. And same with Baz today. The hit rate is certainly there. It's not easy for starting pitchers to go out and pitch, 5 to 6 innings and not give up 3. Sometimes if they're not elite, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. These hitters are talented. And today he's on the road against the Mets, who just lost 8-4 yesterday. So the Mets got a lot of runs put up on their heads yesterday. How do they respond today playing at home? I think they respond pretty well against Baz. Baz has 3 walks in 3 of his last 5 starts. 3 walks is a lot. That's definitely a lot for a starting pitcher. It means something's off with your, command control. He's facing a Mets offense that is patient at the plate too. Bad matchup for him. 11th in walks drawn at home per game. There's several guys in this Mets lineup that will put the bat on their shoulders if Baz is not throwing strikes. And that's what I want to see today, because we got to get guys on base. You'll understand why I say that in a second. But Lake Gallen yesterday, with that kind of recipe of success, Baz has a lot of similar splits and StatCast metrics that makes me believe he's a prime target to give up 3+ earned runs today. His deception is not elite this year. I mentioned it yesterday with Gallen. To get strikeouts in baseball, you really have to make one pitch look like the other. You have to really fool the hitters at the plate. Baz is not doing that consistently. He's only 33rd percentile in whiff percentage, 36th percentile in chase percentage. Not elite metrics at all. And pitching out of the stretch, Baz allows a 284 batting average with men on, and 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. He's allowing a 280 batting average. That's why I mentioned it's important that the Mets just get guys on, because Baz has not pitched well with men on this season, and I think they can really kind of avalanche their way to a hit parade against Baz today. That would be very ideal. Also worth noting, the Rays have a series against the Orioles on Monday. That's obviously a bigger divisional game than today's game against the Mets. I really could see them trying to get 6 innings pitched out of Shane Baz. Do they yank him early? Who knows? I'm not just going to try to, pretend I know what the manager's going to do. But they have taken Baz out, before 6 innings pitched before. But with that Orioles series, they want length out of him. You do not want to tax your bullpen before that series. I think they're going to leave Shane Baz in a little bit too long. Hitters see him really well after the first plate appearance. Let's talk about his splits. First time through the order, 193 batting average allowed. That's good. Second plate appearance, 283 batting average allowed. Okay, I mean that's great for us today. And if he gets through a third time through the order, 346 batting average allowed. So hitters make really good adjustments against Shane Baz, and this Mets offense I think does that today. Mets are hitting 262 against right-handed pitching this month. They just had 7 hits, 4 earned runs against Rasmussen yesterday, showing me that they can really stack hits and runs on a pitcher. They didn't even let Rasmussen go past 5. I think they get to Shane Baz today. I love this matchup, for the Mets today. Hopefully the pitcher props can stay hot. But Austin, what you rolling with today?
Yeah, I got a couple pitcher props, and because you have an over in earned runs, I'll match it with an under though to balance things out. It's going to be on a guy we backed before this season, Noah Cameron of the Kansas City Royals, under 2.5 earned runs, minus 125 on DraftKings. If you recall, a few days ago on the 9th, we took a similar play against the Athletics, the lefties under and earned runs. That was Yusei Kikuchi. He went 7 1/3, didn't give up a single earned run. I think Noah Cameron could do a similar thing today. Now, if you look at the Athletics and their stats against lefties this season, you'd be like, Austin, this is a really good left-handed hitting team. But as I talked about in the Yusei Kikuchi start a few days ago, I feel like those numbers are heavily inflated because all of the lefties they faced have been at home in Suter Park, where the weather and the ball just gets carried out of that ballpark. You're on the road in Kauffman Stadium. You have a different batter's eye than what you see at home, and they've struggled against lefties on the road. In fact, they've only seen two. So I don't blame them for struggling because they see two and they don't come all too often. The first one they saw was like at the end of April, Patrick Corbin. I think he went 4 2/3, gave up 2 earned runs. The most recent one was Kikuchi on the 9th. So almost a week ago, he went 7 and gave up 0 earned runs. So again, not a lot of lefties on the road, and it's not something they've seen a ton. So I think Noah Cameron, who has pitched well this year, can go out there and do it again and pitch well. Now, if you look at Noah Cameron's first 4 career starts, he was dominant. 1 earned run or fewer allowed in all 4 of those. However, what happened in his most recent start, the Yankees just tagged him. We saw that Judge blast that went 700 feet in the first inning, and he just didn't look like he was confident there. But again, that's Aaron Judge. Then the Yankees, who are a very patient hitting team, Athletics can be sometimes a quick swinging team, and we've seen Cameron do damage and work well. And it's not like his expected numbers are saying that this guy's due a ton of regression. In fact, his expected ERA is just 3.31, up from about 2.17. So whatever, a little regression there. Expected batting average is 229. Righties are only hitting 188 versus him, and lefties are 108. We think about this Athletics lineup. Are they going to switch around their lineup? I don't know if they do because they don't see a lot of lefties, so they like to keep guys in their normal spots. But a guy like Lawrence Butler, leading off, he has struggled against lefties. Then you have Jacob Wilson and Brent Rooker in there who might be able to hit him well. But again, they see them struggling once again. I think Noah Cameron bounces back after his 6 earned run start against the Yankees. I think he's better than that. I'll take his under 2.5 earned runs at minus 125 on DraftKings. And to wrap up the video, our third play will be another outs play. A little different than yesterday's because we have an over and an under in here. Let's talk to these two fellas. Mackenzie Gore, the Washington Nationals, over 17.5 outs, and Kyle Harrison of the San Francisco Giants under 15.5 outs. If Harrison is the reason we lose on Sunday Night Baseball, I'm out on Kyle Harrison rest of the year. I just won't touch him because it feels like we can't get anything right with him, as the last time we backed him, took his under and earned runs, and he gave up a solo bomb in his final second to last batter. But let's talk about Mackenzie Gore first, who will start earlier against the Marlins. We need him to get those 6 innings, or else we won't even have to sweat out Kyle Harrison on Sunday Night Baseball. Now, Mackenzie Gore, if you haven't watched him at all this season, he has been one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he's been even better at home. 2.15 ERA and a 157 batting average allowed at home. He'll face the Marlins, who are a very aggressive team at the plate. In fact, they lead the MLB in fewest pitches per inning or per plate appearance. So they are out there swinging early and often, especially, I would guess, against the guy like Gore, who has the strikeout potential to really carve them up. We've seen him 114 strikeouts and 81 innings pitched, 96th percentile in K percentage, 93rd in whiff percentage. So again, he's been elite, 6 or more innings pitched in 11 of 14 starts, including all 6 at home, where he's been even better. He did face the Marlins back in Miami earlier this year, and they tagged him. He gave up 8 hits, 3 walks, 4 earned runs, and he still went 6 innings pitched. So that goes to show you, even though they had 3 walks, there's typically a very aggressive team at the plate, and I can see them doing it once again today. So I like Gore to go 6. And then we're fading Kyle Harrison. Let's hope he doesn't come out for the 6th. Taking his under 15.5 outs. Look, tough matchup for him, though, on the road, taking on the Dodgers. We know the Dodgers have a ton of guys in there that can be very plate disciplined and really choke the bat up and just be like fouling off balls and making his life difficult. I don't see him getting a ton of strikeouts. Really comes down to will he get double plays, and he's not really a big double play guy. And I think he can go out there and maybe pitch all right, but going into the 6th inning is tough for him. He hasn't thrown above 87 pitches this season. So again, he doesn't have the leash of like a guy like Gore, who's thrown up to 105 this year. He's really at like 87. So I think if he is to go out there and really carve up the Dodgers, I'll tip the cap there. But this is a guy that he faced the Marlins. Heck, in Miami, he struggled a little bit more on the road. Faced the Marlins in Miami. They only gave him 1 hit and 3 walks, and he still didn't go 6 innings pitched. That was on 80 pitches. That's the Marlins. This is the Dodgers, a team that has a ton of firepower firepower. I could see him being a little bit more nervous up there, maybe pitching around some guys. And I really do think that he goes under that 15.5 out. So I like it. Gore over, Harrison under plus 144 on DraftKings. We'll certainly take that. So to recap the card, we got Shane Baz over in earned runs, Noah Cameron's under in earned runs, and our two-leg outs parlay, Gore over, Harrison under, plus 144. I want to say it was similar odds on FanDuel. They had both of those props up. So those are our picks. Those are 3 picks. No strikeout cheat today. We're not going to double down on it when we don't like it. We're just not going to force it. When we do, we'll do it, but we'll still be posting it to our Dub Club. Again, NBA picks will be posted later on today. I'm trying to turn my 12-1. I think we're on a 12-1 run in the NBA into a 13-1 run. So again, if you want that pick early, which the lines are going to move, I will post it sometime this afternoon. So get on in that Dub Club for $5 for your first month. Do it. And also, I should have mentioned Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. This will be my final Father's Day without having a little one to celebrate. So again, should have said at the top of the show, again, if you're a father, you deserve a little bit more praise today. Instead, you'll probably be forced to grill out on the grill, and that's tough, but I think that's kind of how it be. But again, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thank you again for watching, and hopefully we cook up a 3-0 sweep on the grill for you all today. We'll see you guys back in the next one. See you then. Peace.